Okay, we are standing in Lawrenceville, going to do another property tour. Another opportunity for us to talk about ways or things that would scare off other buyers that could potentially mean more money in our pocket or a better deal. Let's go take a look. So right off the bat, coming in this property, I was seeing all kinds of colors, looking a little bit old, not a big deal. Walking in this first room, check this out. What is going on here? Yep. For those of you who are not familiar, this is a classic termite infestation. You can see here actually where the termites are laying low droppings or whatever, and they're eating the crap out of this little area right here. And you can actually see there's a little bit of mitigation that's happening. You can actually see them burrowed in right there, where they're drilling in to kind of do something to kind of get rid of those. They would have pushed some kind of substance in there, basically chemicals to kill all the termites. And you can see it here. They're obviously eating up everything, which is causing some issues underneath this window. You can actually see them all over here. You can see all of this is eaten out and starting to separate. So pretty ugly thing. This is going to scare off a lot of people. As an investor, we love it. Unfortunately, we are looking at a house here for a person that's going to purchase and live here. So that's probably going to scare them off. But as an investor, this is just something that we would need to treat. And then this would be perfectly fine as a rental. So let's go take a look at the rest of the house. Now, this is already going to make a buyer feel that this property is a little bit old. And then when I walk in to some of these other areas, what I'm seeing is same thing, linoleum, not necessarily great, not really that attractive. Look, you can actually see some termite stuff here, so it's probably all over the house. Terrible paint, cabinets are okay, cultural marble tops, standard bedroom. So 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, pretty standard floor plan. Entering into the living room, a fireplace. You got on the other side another little seating area here. And we're going to walk through real quick, and then we're going to talk about what we do with this space. Dining room, breakfast nook, kitchen. And then here we have, the master. Going to the master, again, linoleum, decent cabinets, cultural marble, tub, regular shower, closet. So let's go take a look. Let's talk about what we would actually do in this property to potentially have a lot of value. First concern is this a load-bearing wall? And I would have to say to you, yes, it is. We do have cabinets on the side. Don't really like necessarily how closed off this is. And I am kind of a little bit interested in why I would need a kitchen nook table here and also a dining table, formal dining there. That actually doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So what could we do with this particular room? Well, we have a 2-bedroom, 1 bath up here. And our question is like, would we make this into, could we make this into some sort of, another bedroom, another bathroom? Would we be doing, potentially an Airbnb here, depending on the area? Would we be just renting this out? Could we add a bedroom and have like a 5-bedroom or 4-bedroom? What could we do? Could we add a bathroom to make this? So let's take a look at that with this idea in mind. But when I walk in here, I'm actually okay a little bit with this living room. I would want to stage this to kind of give an idea of for people of where they can put their furniture. Ideally, what I would love to have is none of this here and have that opened up, at least in some way, so that we could actually see some of the kitchen. Imagine if this whole wall was not here whatsoever, or maybe just half of it, and I could have a nice little island right there that wrapped around, kind of a traditional sort of kitchen, what you would normally see. If this wasn't here, could this be an island where that was really opened up? Potentially. But then you get the fridge right here. So what would you do? Well, when I'm looking at this, like I definitely don't need this dining room here and this dining room here. To be honest, dining rooms aren't even being used right now. So is there an opportunity that I could actually remove this straighten out these counters, relocate the refrigerator over here, open up this wall to have a little bit of a pass through to kind of open this up to have that transition here. Because I would be extending this kitchen here, I could do a larger island. I could do an island over here, somewhere that you would sit at, completely remove, like really open up this kitchen, completely remove this dining room area and just leave this as the kitchen nook. Of course, I would get rid of this god awful thing, whatever that is, because this just makes the room lower and just closes everything off, which is actually terrible. I love the molding that's going on here. I don't mind the colors. That's easily paint. I like the molding around the windows. It all looks pretty nice. And these cabinets are actually not bad. These are decent cabinets. You paint these gray with a white granite top, this whole kitchen changes. So what do we do with this? Because this is a little bit odd. We have this living room here, and then we have this fireplace. You know what I'm thinking? This would be a really, really cool office. So again, take this out because this stuff looks old. But let's say I do double doors here. I could do a glass door here. I could do a glass door here, and I could push this in, put wainscot or some kind of board against the wall and make this into a really, really nice office that you can walk out here to your patio. And then I basically are sitting in my office and I have a fireplace, which this room doesn't necessarily have at all. Also, what I could potentially do is I can make, if I wanted to really make this into like a multi-room kind of thing, I could potentially make that a bedroom, and I could make this an office. We'll just leave that kitchen nook right there. So make this a bedroom. If I did that, I'd have to block this off, which wouldn't be that big of a deal. I would close off this wall and I would make this into a bedroom, which might be useful for a nursery or something like that. So I like the office idea a little bit more. And then the master is no big deal. I mean, there's not a whole lot you could do there. What would really, really be cool and would be ideal, like absolutely will we purchase this, is if this bathroom, just imagine, again, we're not necessarily saying we're going to do this with this house. We're just saying if we ran into the situation, if this bathroom was actually over here in this area, so the master bedroom was more in this area and stopped, and then you entered in the master bathroom somehow in this area, what I would do is I'd say, well, there's a bathroom there I could tie into, and I could put a bathroom in this room because my plumbing and all of that would be here. So I could actually add a bedroom into here and I could have a bathroom into it, and I would take up this as well. And I would make that another bedroom, another master. So something to think about. I know it's a lot of changes that we could be in here, but you could move this from a 3-bedroom, 2-bath to a 4-bedroom, 4-bath, or I'm sorry, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, which would greatly increase the value of this house, changing a few things. Could be a great, great property.